So back now, we're getting back to three things that I've found is you seem like you are an empathetic friend. You seem like you've been wanting the truth and that she's been avoiding you guys for whatever reason. And it sounds like you are up not for violent confrontation, but you're there to be real with her and
Mm-hmm.
to state your feelings, which is really good. But have you talked to her like since she kind of blew up after you confronted her?
No, one of my other roommates actually went to coffee with her the next morning and
Okay.
tried to talk it out.
All right.
And that other roommate had said that was a total misunderstanding and that she totally handled it the wrong way, and she admitted to that, and that she was going to confront us because we're about to sign our lease for next year and we don't know if she's going to live with us because of everything that's happened thus far.
Okay.
And since then, no, I haven't heard from her. I've been in the same room with her. No, she didn't even look at me. She avoided me, kind of. She acted like I wasn't there, and it was just very childish, and so I don't really know what else to do.
Okay. So she told your roommate when they got coffee that she was being kind of rash about the whole situation, how
Mhm.
she kind of lied about that whole cat situation. It
Right.
sounded like.
We just try to put the ball in her court to kind of
Mm-hmm.
let her try to dig herself out of the hole that she's already dug.
And has she reached out to any of you?
No,
Really?
not since.
Okay. Has reached out. So, what do you think your plans are from now on? I know you just said you have to sign a lease soon. Are
Mhm.
you planning on possibly having her not sign the lease with you guys, or are you going to try and kind of hash things out
I mean,
before?
it's always sad because, like, I don't want to lose a friend. She's been a friend since
Mm-hmm.
a couple years ago, and I don't know what happened. She just has different friends. She's moved on with her life, and we've kind of grown apart, which is totally fine, but I want to be civil with her, so I do plan on having a conversation with her in the near future, whenever I see her next, whenever
Yeah.
she's home, because
So,
she's never home.
okay. Well, yeah, that sounds great. So, you're thinking about having a conversation with her. That's kind of like the plan to take. How do you propose you're going to start it if she's kind of avoiding you guys?
Well, I'm just going to try to be the bigger person and be very calm about it and say, Delaney, I understand that you're upset about the cat, and I understand that you're upset about what you heard about me and my other roommate talking about, but I still think what you did was out of line.
Okay.
And hopefully she'll tell me what she told the other roommate at coffee, saying, yeah, I'm sorry, I'll let you say bye to the cat. Just that. Just a simple gesture is all I need from her, and I'd be happy.
Yeah, that would be great. By the way, just a random tangent to go on. How many roommates do you have?
I am one of 9.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of us here.
So,
And we all get along relatively well. It's just her specifically. She feels as if she's an outcast. She has a job. She's not going to school right now, which we totally understand. So we rarely ever see her, but she kind of sneaks in because her room is right next to the front door. She'll sneak in, sneak out without even hey guys. And it's almost a slap in the face, like she doesn't like to be with us.
do you think she feels ganged up on, though? Do you think she feels that people mutually think...
I hope she doesn't. I mean, that was never the intent, ever. And I hope she would confront me with that if she did ever feel that way. So...
So to get back on your plan to talk to her, do you think it would be a better idea to have more of your roommates talk to her, not necessarily interrogate her, but just to show that you all care and want to hash things out together?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think that's a good idea, but in hers, the way she works, I feel like that way she would think she was being teamed up on, as if we would all sit down and kind of confront her about it. Because we all feel the same way about the situation, so I wouldn't want to make her feel uncomfortable, but I do think someone other than myself should also talk to her, just because I'm usually the one to consult confrontations. Yeah. And it obviously hasn't worked in the past since it's still going on, so I think it's time for someone else to give it a shot.
Okay. How would a method be, do you think, where it wouldn't be all of you at the same time, but kind of progressively throughout a week, one of you talks to her a day? And just kind of all show individually that they care without having it seem like a group.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
I think she should be... I think we should let her know that we care about her, because I don't think she feels that right now. Although we do. We all care about her a lot. And if we didn't, we wouldn't care about this problem.
Okay. So out of 3 kind of plans to take action, there's just you talking to her, trying to hash things out. There are, which seems like the most unfavorable one would be you and the 7 others talking to her at once.
Yeah.
And then the third sounds like it'd be maybe ideal. It would be each person daily would just talk to her. Which one do you think you guys should take?
I think each of us should talk to her daily.
Okay.
Just to let her know, to show her that we're all on the same page. We all do care about her.
Okay.
And yeah, just to reinforce that we would never want to lose her as a friend or even a roommate. This is not ideal. I would love to keep her as a roommate, but as the way things are going now, I doubt she would want to even stay in this house.
Yeah. Okay. So she had already talked to one of your roommates. Do you think that she would be, because it seemed like she had told him a lot of revealing things, do you think that it would be the same situation for the rest of the roommates? Do you think she'd be as open as
I think she would be, just because when I confronted her first and foremost before anything happened, I think it was really fresh in her mind. She was still really aggravated that she might have just acted totally out of character, which I understand, but I think we need to give her another chance to kind of redeem herself like we have in the past and just give her the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. What do you think would be a good, I don't know, conversation starter, to put it blandly? What do you think you would say first if you were talking to her on one basis?
I'd be very... I'd keep my feelings contained.
Yeah.
And control and be patient with her, because I need patience when I talk to her.
Yeah.
And I would totally hear her out for everything she has to say at first. And then I'd start kind of defending myself and my other roommates, because she claimed that we didn't even care about the cat and that we didn't care about her and blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's totally not the case. So I want to hear her entire side.
Okay.
And just to see where she's coming from, so I get a better understanding.
So it sounds like you are very comfortable in these situations where there is communication one-on-one.
Yeah.
How do you feel your other roommates are? Do you think that some of them might handle it poorly to where it might ruin the whole flow if you do that?
Yes, I do.
How many roommates do you think would do that?
Probably a couple, like two. Two other roommates might be a little more riled up about the whole topic, and they might totally just present it in a very horrible way, as if they were gonna like blow up at her or yell at her, something totally just not necessary. And I think that they need to avoid her first and let other people talk and kind of get the realm of what's
that sounds
going
like a
on.
good idea. What would time kind of heal their frustration, do you think? Because it sounds like right now,
I mean, they're the grudge type of people.
Okay.
So I don't know how well that would work, because it'll just be a constant reminder in the back of their mind, oh, she did this, she did that.
How's your roommate that is the one that we're talking about right now? Is she a grudge holding type?
No, I don't think so. Me and her do connect on a really good level.
Yeah.
Better than probably a lot of our other roommates.
Okay.
And, I mean, she's very understanding, I think, but sometimes her decision-making abilities is just kind of, she makes rash decisions without thinking it through.
Okay, so I could see where it would be a little frustrating just because she sounds like... It sounds to me that she is kind of feeling like a lone wolf out of the whole 9-person pack, because she isn't going to school and she does work a job. But then at the same time, I guess I feel like you and the roommates have to be empathetic with her, just in a sense, so she doesn't feel ganged up. And yeah, good point on having those 2 roommates that are kind of riled up about the situation. Maybe go later.
Right.
And maybe if she feels more comfortable, I don't want to give out any suggestions, but maybe have her be the one to bring it up to them, because they sound like if they're already holding the grudge,
right,
then they'll want to get closure by her
Exactly.
coming to them. But so yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Is there anything else about the whole situation that hasn't been mentioned?
I mean, I can think of more ways that she's lied to us at the top of my head.
So
Let's just like pull out a list. This is like Exhibit Z.
Okay.
So I think that's where the whole grudge thing is coming from, just because it's happened so often. We've talked to her every time it's happened, and she hasn't changed her ways. So I think that's where all the frustration is coming from within our roommates.
Do you think it would be a more suitable idea to possibly try and end things civilly with her with all the roommates, but maybe suggest to have her move out if everyone kind of has a
right? I wouldn't want to make her feel bad about it, you know? So I want her to come up with it on her own, that, hey, I don't think I want to live here anymore. Like, not that she's not comfortable, because she is comfortable with all of us, I think. We have all known each other for long enough, but I think she just could have a better living situation that she would like better, that we would like better, but I want it to be her idea. I don't want us or myself or one single person to be like, hey, Delaney, like, I think you should move out.
Yeah,
exactly. I want it to be her decision.
Okay. Yeah, because she sounds like a great person, but it does seem like her actions affect, because there's so many people living there,
right,
that it is hard for her to keep everyone's expectations high when she has to.
Exactly. And all the rest of our roommates, we do click on another level that she's not a part of. But that can't be blamed on us either. I mean, she's never home to be with us. And then when she is home, she doesn't even come and say hi. It's like, that's the least you can do.
Okay. Yep. So pretty much what I'm getting at is there's an obvious conversation that needs to be had. I think we kind of figured out that it would be best if everyone individually on a daily basis would just talk to her one-on-one and just see what's up, try and hash things out. So that is kind of the experiment that I'm going to be giving you over the course of this week. And I want you to come back next session and tell me the results, summarize what happened, and have something planned for the next session so that we can kind of reflect on what has happened. Because, I don't know, it does sound like it is a issue that needs to be solved, but it is something that will need to be gradual and not just like to the point. So I think what we should do is we should sign a contract that says that you will do this.
Okay.
And then when you come back, you can just see how it happens.
Cool.
All right. So
sounds good.
Sign right here.
Uh-oh.
Your little homework assignment. No.
Perfect.
All right.
There it is.
Any more?
I think that covers it.
Subjects? Okay, sounds good. Well, you have a great day.
Thank you.